Good evening, everyone, and welcome to the Falls Township Planning Commission meeting, May 27th, 2025. Please salute the flag.
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
All right, we'll start with item number 1, Falcon Field Athletic Improvements, Pennsbury High School. Oh, got to do roll first, yep.
Good evening. All right, taking roll here, Mr. Henderson?
Present.
I am here, Mr. O'Brien. Mr. Everett?
Present.
All right, Ms. Leschuk?
Present.
Mr. Haney?
Present.
All are accounted for.
All right, now we'll start with item number 1, Falcon Field Athletic Improvements, Pennsbury High School, 608 South Olds Boulevard, 705 Hood Boulevard, and 75 Unity Drive, TMP number 13-015-175, 13-015-175-001, 13-018-003, 13-018-003-001, 13-018-003-003, 13-018-003-005, 13-018-003-007, 13-018-022, and 13-018-025, amended final plan for the construction of 4 field lights at practice soccer facility, which are not included in the final plan.
Good evening. My name is Mike.
No, I don't think so.
Hi, good evening. My name is Mike Malloy. I'm an attorney with Obermeyer, Redmond, Maxwell, Hippel. I'm filling in for Kelly McGowan tonight. So I have what I think is an extremely straightforward application. We have an existing soccer field that at the time of final plan approval a few years ago was not proposed to be lit. And then the Yardley Soccer Club came along and approached the Pennsbury School District and offered to finance lighting for both their use and for the use by the students. And so Pennsbury School District agreed, and we're back before you, which was with what is hardly a land development issue, except for meaning no soils moving, no things. It's just 4 light fixtures that are going to be affixed to light that field at night. I have my team with me tonight. It's actually Tom Smith's team. He's the superintendent of the school district. We have Jamie Lynch from CHA. He designed the athletic fields and the facility. We have Andrew O'Connell. He's from Musco Lighting. And then I have Terry DeGroot. He's the project engineer. So we have a review letter dated May 16th, 2025 from Jones Engineering. It's a pretty straightforward, short review letter. We're going to comply with all of the standards. We're going to comply with the township's saldo requirements. We're going to comply with this letter. And I have my experts and Mr. Smith here to answer any questions the commission might have. The lights will be substantially, almost exactly similar in design to the existing lights on the football field. The field will be lit during soccer season almost every evening till 10 o'clock and an occasional Saturday. They are lights that shine on a field, right? So I don't know what else we can do, but we're also happy to answer any of the commission's questions.
Is there a study or some type of study of lighting pollution that will come by additional set of field?
Sure, we're going to have to go through the land development process, and that's going to, I have Mr. O'Connell here to answer specifically, but yes, we'll be going through this process. There will be reports on the light fixtures to make sure that the foot candles do not, leave the facility. The intention to light a field is that you want to light the field.
I understand you have it, what you gave us, but you don't have one with the football field and the soccer field lit at the same time. I would like to see something along those lines.
Let me get, I'm just a lawyer, right? So I know when to quit here. So let me ask Andrew to come up and chat with you about that, okay?
Real quick, before you do that, I do have a question. In this plan, and with the field being lit till 10 p.m. nightly, during the soccer season, which is different than usually probably with the football season, maybe 1 or 2 nights a week. Have the neighbors been consulted and given feedback around how that's going to affect them?
I'll let Mr. Smith maybe answer that. I mean, to our knowledge, I'll just as a precursor here to maybe his answer. There have been no complaints whatsoever about the lights on the football field. And our understanding is that there are no neighbors impacted by this project, residential neighbors impacted by the project, who would complain about the project.
That's a pretty big assumption because you're going from a football field, which is lit up, and band probably does it too in the fall, which isn't too late, not till 10 o'clock. Yardley Makefield is my other question is parking. I've been through Macclesfield, that disaster, when they have their tournaments and they run them nonstop. It's going to be consistent. The gravel parking lot that's out there now, wherever it comes through, whenever this is put in, is going to be a huge traffic issue. So with the lights and the new use, with the consistent use, a high school sports team, I get it, games here, games there, but if you're going to put a youth organization on there with lights, your traffic flow increases. The amount of time people are on those fields increases. So I just want to make sure that all parties in that area with traffic coming and going is consulted and put in. It's not just putting 4 lights in, you're creating a new venue, which was never there before. It's going to compete against your football field, which might be Friday night lights, Saturday night lights, whatever else might go through band practice in the winter. So you're going to have 2 items going on right now with 2 different lighting fixtures going through. So I want to make sure everything is looked into.
All right, well, let's maybe start with the light question first, and give me a second to talk to Mr. Smith about the considerations that they've given, to those subjects that you just raised. Okay? Is that okay? I mean, because I know the light is probably the easier answer, and so and let me just confer with the client. Okay, thanks.
Hello, good evening. My name is Andrew O'Connell with Musco Lighting. It's a good question. When both fields are both illuminated, what's going to be that output and how does it affect any nearby neighbors? We have not, unfortunately, ran those for both the stadium and soccer field together. However, when we did run the stadium, when you have the full output of those fixtures, which is 60-plus fixtures on 70-foot poles, and you look at what we call a 150-foot spill, similar to what we put together on the plans for the practice field, those foot candles, when measured in horizontal foot candles, are nearly zero. I think, if I recall, it was 0.01. A few decimal points over. So what that tells us, that light is now cutting off 150 feet from the edge of the stadium field. So when you start to merge a new field into play, there's not much light that's going to be spilling over from your stadium and combining with the light that now is directed to the practice field. We had similar results when we ran a blanket grid as well as a 150-foot spill. When we ran for the practice field a blanket grid, the cutoff was very close, hugging the outer edges of the fields. And then when we look at your 150-foot spill, it is 0.019 from the edge of the field again. So more than happy to combine both of those files to show what we'll be experiencing from a spill and glare standpoint, but I see there being no negative impact on the community.
And I will agree with you. I mean, with the technology today, with that and the way they're shielded, I've seen it, and that's good. My concern is a larger picture, to be honest with you, with the lighting. Yes, I would like to get those just so we could reference it, but from that perspective, I'm okay. So if you provide that, I think I'll be good.
Sure.
Questions for lighting engineer?
Not towards him.
We're good with that.
Thank you.
So I spoke with Mr. Smith, and let me see if I can address some of the concerns. So first, the football field, which is lit, is used for practices literally every night now. So without any complaint that we know of from anybody, neighboring. So we don't expect that to change with the lighting, of the other field at night. Second, there will never be an event or, we'll be prohibiting events on the soccer field at the same time as the football game. So when the football game is bringing 4,000 people to the stadium, there will never be an event or anything else going on the soccer field. The use of the field, and Tom can speak more to this, but they're working on the frequency and things like that Yardley Makefield will be able to use the field, but it's not going to be, they're not going to have large events, they're not going to have tournaments, they're not going to have things. It's going to be regular, what is it, Tom, like a 6-on-6 kind of play. So it's mainly for the school's use and for the kids' use, and to give them the opportunity, right, to play soccer at night. And it's and that's
So,
that's basically it. So I don't want to make more 4 lights than they are.
no, and my concern isn't having 2 major events at the same time. It's having the lights on till 10 o'clock at night, every night now. That's my concern. It's not, it's parking when if they do run a tournament, that's one thing. They have it, they can walk across, they can do a football field. Perfect. I'm good from that perspective. But looking from the perspective of running the lights more than they do now, different time frames and people coming and going, and just this, I am concerned about what Yardley Makefield intends to do it. They're no longer using Macclesfield as they used to. I know that for a fact. And they work through some other things. So they're looking for other venues, and I'm concerned that this may just be more than that, even during the day without the lights. If we're going to run soccer events there on the off season, during the summer when school's not in session, my concern isn't with the school. My concern is what Yardley Makefield's going to use it for.
I would say that these are things that are entirely controllable, right? And through the land development process and with the Planning Commission, your input, we would work through to put reasonable restrictions on the lights if that satisfied the township. And second, I think that we would look prospectively, right, at it in the future and say, look, if it is legitimately causing some kind of concern, some sort of problem for the neighborhoods, then, we would have to change it accordingly. And the last thing the school district wants to do is turn, their soccer field into a private, venue for club sports. They want to legitimately use it for their own. And I would just say, as I mentioned, the field is used, and the lighting is used, today without issue, right? With the football field. So the addition of the soccer field for regular practice
Correct.
and things like that, for soccer practice, is not going to.
My concern, and I'll on my case, is that Yardley Makefield is financing the lights for the soccer field. Yes, football field's fine. There's no issues there. There's no history, no complaints. When we add 2 together, maybe longer hours at nights, that's just I want the voice of the surrounding neighborhoods asked, and I want to know from Yardley Makefield, since they're financing the lights, what their intentions are. That's our suggestion. Any other questions, comments from the board?
Yes, so how many other soccer fields are there on the campus, out of curiosity? The high school campus?
Talk to the mic, please.
Currently, one of the reasons why we're building the second field is because with the high school new construction, we'll be losing the lacrosse field, the soccer field, and the field hockey field. So the goal is for this to replace those 3. So there's 3, probably 4, if you include a practice field that are there now.
So this is more than just soccer then? You're going to play lacrosse and field hockey and everything on this field?
So they're already being played now on the stadium field.
Yeah.
and they're practicing during the day on the regular field, and occasionally at night. For example, lacrosse doesn't start practice till 5:30,
Yeah.
something like that. So, yeah, the goal is to, when these fields, the grass fields go away, is to schedule them all on the turf field.
Okay. So this is not just a practice field, you're going to be playing like high school games, whether it be lacrosse, field hockey, or soccer, or whatever, or, you know.
The goal is for all the games to be played in the stadium, and that this would be allowed to, if field hockey is playing, soccer can practice on the off-field.
Okay. All right, thank you.
Yep.
Will these lights be installed with the same electrical company that you guys have, contractors that you have currently working in the field? Yeah.
That's the intention. Yes.
Okay, so you're not bringing on a whole new crew? Okay.
No, no.
Okay.
Just give me 1 second.
Yeah, just ask them.
Thanks. I'm going to ask the commission, I mean, I don't think, I always push a little bit, but I don't think the commission, if I'm getting the signal right, is ready to take any kind of action on this tonight. Also trying to figure out, though, what might satisfy your concerns as well. And I said, it might be helpful if next time or before we appear, if you guys are so kind enough to table this tonight and, put us on the next agenda, that, maybe we come with a schedule, a proposed schedule of events, and have our pencil sharpened a little more on Yardley Makefield and their proposed use of it. And then maybe we can show you that this is, going to be a reasonable use of the field that isn't going to be a negative impact.
That would be outstanding.
Yeah, so, sure. And thank you. We really appreciate the comments. And I don't know if you had any, I didn't want to cut anybody off if you had something else.
Just a suggestion, so when you do come back, if you could bring some sort of documented interaction with the neighbors, kind of finding out what their thoughts are on this extended, use of the fields and the lighting.
Yeah, we'll work with the township. We'll talk to the township about some sort of how to do that communication. We'll take some direction from them and come back with you. Sure. Yep.
And light pollution reports, please?
Yes, the expanded
For
one.
all of,
They need to be prepared, of course. Yep, absolutely. I'm not sure of the timing of that, but it will definitely need to be.
Yeah, if it's quick and fast, just to show both at the same time, the overlap, when we can see it, that'd be good.
We'll really try our best. Okay. Thanks a lot. I really appreciate it.
Thank you.
Thank you.
No, we're going to make him, he withdrew. Yeah, we'll make a motion to table, if someone,
Make a motion, we table this is Pennsbury practice field lights till next month.
Second. Pull the board. All right. Mr. Henderson?
Yes.
I vote yes, Mr. Ryan. Mr. Everett?
Yes.
Ms. Leschuk?
yes.
Mr. Haney?
yes. All right. With the second item, I'll make a motion to approve the minutes as written from April 22nd, 2025.
Second. I'll make the motion.
Second.
Pull the board, please.
All right, Mr. Henderson?
Yes.
All right, Mr. Bryan says yes. Mr. Everett?
Yes.
Ms. Leschuk?
Abstain.
Mr. Haney?
Yes. Passes.
So at what point are we going to be able
Did
to
you,
go?
go to the microphone. Go.
At what point will we be able to go back to them? Because I tried to walk over to the lawyer and say, we have it in public comment that we've been complaining about the lights, we've been complaining about the field, we don't understand why they needed a second field. They told us it was supposed to be overflow, then they told us it was going to be for tournaments. They just told you two opposite things in the last 20 minutes. When are we going to be able to have that communication with them if they won't speak to us and they won't listen to the public comment at the school board meetings where we've communicated our concerns?
So
What's the recommendation?
I mean, they're going to come back to present to us.
Okay,
We'll give our comments again.
okay,
We kind of discussed before, we'll give our comments, our feelings, we'll do our voting on it, then it
Right.
goes to the supervisors. The supervisor is probably your best action through that public comment, which is
Okay.
there, because we give public comment before we make a vote.
Right.
So we'll do that next time, but, I mean,
Okay.
we feel what you're saying.
We're the
I-
residents staring
yeah, I
directly
have
at the lights,
concern.
and they don't even turn them off.
No, understood.
Just a heads up, they're on. all
I
the
know.
time.
I see them from Vermillion Hills, I know.
Yeah,
Good.
so I appreciate it.
Yep.
And thank you for all asking so many questions, because that's so important.
Yep, no worries.
And we have the research on the light pollution. We actually wrote 3 pages on it.
Okay.
So I just don't know.
You can always email them, Diane, and she can send them to us.
Okay.
All
I
right?
appreciate it.
Thank you.
Thanks, guys.
All right. I'll make a motion to adjourn.
A second.
Do I have to really pull the board for this?
All in favor?
All in
Aye.
favor?
Aye.
Thank you.